This week we'll find out what's coming to Walt Disney World this holiday season.
Then we'll say our final goodbyes to some beloved attractions.
Plus the latest theme park news and more coming at you from the Attraction Studio at Fun Spot America
right now.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the show. I'm Banks.
And I'm Elisa.
And welcome to the Attraction Shopping Network. We have some wonderful items on sale for you. Go to attractionsmagazine.com/store and we have some really cool shirts and knickknacks now available. Showcase this. I love this.
This is my favorite. It's a tumbler. I love all things tumbler.
And it's an actual Tervis tumbler.
Yes, it is. Very nice. Here's also a Roy Meets World shirt.
And
so cool.
As Dreamers Do shirt. And we have shirts for all of our weekly shows, like this design right here for Early Night Live. 6 o'clock #ENL. We have mugs here for the show. Pretty much almost every design you can find in the t-shirt store will be available on other items as well. So you can go, like I said, attractionsmagazine.com/store to find all of this. The Tervis here is $11.99 plus shipping and tax, of course. And I don't know the prices of everything, and there's always deals going on, so be sure to follow us on socials. We'll tweet out any sort of codes or deals that are available for these products. So I already got a show shirt.
Yeah, go show off your new merch.
Yes. All right, well, let's get to the news in the queue after this. This week's show is brought to you by MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent. For a free quote with no obligation, visit MEItravel.com.
Undercover Tourist is our recommended supplier of discount theme park and attraction tickets. Visit undercovertourist.com.
The Star Wars universe is virtually coming to Disney Springs and Downtown Disney this holiday season in a brand new VR experience.
A company called The Void will create a brand new experience to showcase their first collaboration with Industrial Light and Magic. It will be called Star Wars Secrets of the Empire.
Guests will experience VR that uses real-world items and practical effects to fully immerse you. Imagine stepping onto a platform over lava in Mustafar and feeling the heat from below. When playing the game, you'll also hold a physical blaster to amplify the real effects of the virtual world.
This hyper-realistic attraction will open sometime this holiday season and is expected to have a per-experience charge of around $20.
This sounds pretty cool.
This sounds really cool. It sounds like something that we would have done at IAAPA, but it's actually coming to life here at Disney Springs.
It reminds me of the VR experience they have over at Point Orlando at the bowling place there, where you're free to move around this room and you're actually holding a physical prop that you use in the VR, except this really seems like it adds to it with more physical effects like the heat and things like that. My question is where they're putting it. It's obviously they're coming to Disney Springs and Downtown Disney, but where at those places are they going?
Right. I'm not sure. For some reason I'm picturing it like closer to the, actual Downtown Disney area instead of the marketplace.
We posted a photo. The Star Wars section of Once Upon a Toy recently moved locations, and now that whole part of Once Upon a Toy is behind walls. So that could possibly be where this whole experience goes, at least for us.
Right.
We don't know, obviously, where California may go because I'm not too familiar with their Downtown Disney, but it's still an awesome idea.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if it's going to be permanent or how long it's going to be around. That'll be a question.
Sounds like fun, though.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
excited. Now, across the world, Hong Kong Disneyland is gearing up for huge upgrades to their park, including a Marvel Universe-themed land.
The new land will take over the current Tomorrowland area of the park and will add numerous attractions, adding to the current Iron Man ride.
Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters will be officially closing at the end of this month to make room for an attraction based off of Marvel's Ant-Man. This new ride will use the same concept of target shooting, but with a whole new level of technology.
Hong Kong Disneyland will be the first ever Disney park to have an entire land solely for the Marvel Universe. The Ant-Man ride is expected to be finished sometime next year, with the entire Marvel land being finished around 2023. I love Marvel. I loved Guardians of the Galaxy. I keep mentioning this, so I really feel like these new Marvel rides. And I know that Matt and Quinn and Jackie, they got to go on the Iron Man experience last holiday season, and they said it was really great.
That's really cool. And the fact that it sounds like Ant-Man will be finished pretty soon, actually, so that's neat.
Well, it's the fact that they're still having it be like a Target-based ride, so they don't really have to do a lot of things except for retheme the scenes. So, yeah, that's seems like it'll be a lot of fun. And if you see the concept art that they've posted of all these Hong Kong Disneyland updates, you can see in the Tomorrowland section they have what looks to be possibly a huge e-ticket Avengers ride. So that's probably going to be the big project that will last until opening in 2023.
Oh man, we'll see how long it takes to get some of that over here.
Well, I mean, at D23, they teased an Avengers ride for California Adventure. Oof. So maybe we're going to get a clone of theirs. Who knows? We'll find out in the future. Now let's head back here to the U.S., but across the continent, where 4 famous film friends, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Leatherface, and Chucky, are teaming up in 2 all-new Titans of Terror experiences at Universal Studios Hollywood's Halloween Horror Nights, starting September 15th.
In the Titans of Terror maze, guests will encounter the killers who share an affinity for bladed weapons, thus giving rise to the slasher film.
Additionally, the Titans of Terror tram will be hosted by Chucky and transport guests into a nightmare of carnage.
With his faithful army of chainsaw-wielding good guy dolls, Chucky will unleash havoc upon guests as they navigate a portion of the world-famous backlot.
Further Terror tram encounters will include Jason at the Crystal Lake Motel, a confrontation with Freddy, and a final foray through the barn from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The Terror Tram also enables Horror Nights guests to walk along an area of the studio where sets such as the Psycho House, Bates Motel, and Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds are located.
I've always wanted to go to the Hollywood's Halloween Horror Nights, especially to do the Terror Tram, because it looks like so much fun getting to walk through these movie sets that are then being reused for these Halloween events.
That sounds so exciting. I really, really wish I could go too.
I know, and it reminds me of Halloween Horror Nights here in Orlando did something kind of similar with these 3 horror icons a few years ago with their own house and a whole event based around those 3 that Jack hosted. So Jack the Clown, by the way. So it's cool that Halloween Hollywood is getting their own version of this idea.
Yeah. Also, Chucky,
well, it works perfectly because he has a new movie coming out this year. So this actually will be probably a really good tie-in to that new movie.
That's true.
The
horrors are coming.
The horrors are coming. I cannot wait.
Now, back here in Orlando, Gatorland has opened a new animal exhibit this summer that features over 50 baby alligators, all born and raised in the park.
The babies, who average just under a year old, are approximately 12 inches in length and a pound in weight, and have their own area to swim and play until they reach about 18 months in age.
Along with the new Baby Gator Marsh, Gatorland will also be opening the Stompin' Gator Off-Road Adventure this fall.
I always love when they do little updates at Gatorland, so it's always a fun park to go to and walk around. I can't wait for the Stompin' Gator thing this fall. That's going to be a lot of fun. But it's really cool that they have the baby gators.
The baby gators, I know. You know, it's funny. Like, even if you think gators are not for me, you still go to Gatorland and have such a good time. And they just do it so well. And that off-road adventure, we got a little sneak peek of it, a few months ago. So it'll be really cool to see it finally open.
I can't wait. Maybe when we go back, they'll put you inside the cage again.
Oh gosh.
They'll put you with the baby gators. That'll be fun. That'll be cute.
Unless they're deadlier.
I don't think baby gators would be deadlier.
Okay.
They're probably just little pinches. I don't know. Now, the American Idol experience may be gone at Disney World, but you could be among the first to audition for the upcoming season of the American Idol TV show at Disney Springs next Thursday, August 17th.
This one-day-only event is the beginning of the American Idol open auditions and will also kickstart the celebration of American Idol, coming back to television next year on ABC.
There will also be guest appearances by Jordan Sparks, Chris Allen, and Ruben Studdard.
Disney Springs will allow 4 a.m. parking that day only, with registration beginning at 6 a.m. and closing at noon or sooner if they reach their 4,000 participant limit. They are encouraging everyone to arrive early, but camping out is not allowed. You can also pre-register online at AmericanIdol.com.
If you're unable to make it, you can virtually audition at a pop-up kiosk they're leaving at Disney Springs through September 15th. Never thought I'd see American Idol was coming back, and now Disney has it.
I know, it's just not ending. But it's okay, because I think it is really cool to finally see it at Disney World. Whenever you see their audition tours, I'm just like, they gotta come here. They gotta come here.
And now this is where they're starting their big national audition tour. Are you gonna go?
Well, I didn't know about the kiosk because I'm not going to be in town for the day of the audition. But I think it's really cool that they're having the kiosk. So maybe I'll do the kiosk.
There you go. Of course, Walt Disney World had the American Idol experience for a number of years, and it closed a couple of years ago. I got to do it a couple times. I actually got to sing on stage a couple times. I recently found this when I was cleaning out the house, and so I was like, "Oh, I'll just bring this and show it off." But so who knows? Maybe we can see the return of the American Idol experience as well.
Too bad we don't have a golden ticket.
We don't. Quick, go find some Wonka bars. Sorry, wrong movie.
Hello again, everybody. It's Hidden Mickey of the Week time. Let's go to Liberty Square, the Hall of Presidents. On a wall painting in the waiting room for the show, a tiny classic Mickey is at the end of the object, probably some kind of ceremonial sword, that George Washington holds in his left hand. You have to get close to even see it, and it's even hard to photograph it so small, but it's a pretty cool hidden Mickey.
The Mind Blower is now open at Fun Spot Kissimmee, and it's the world's most thrilling upside-down roller coaster. 2,300 feet of mind-blowing action, 50 miles an hour, and 12 points of air time. The only wooden roller coaster that goes upside down not once, but twice. Only at Fun Spot America do we offer rain checks and free parking. The Mind Blower is now open at Fun Spot Kissimmee, so come have your best day ever.
There are a lot of brand new attractions in Orlando, and you'll read all about them in our new Summer 2017 issue. See how Disney brought Pandora, the world of Avatar, to life at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Get ready to slide, play, and relax at Universal Orlando's new water park, Volcano Bay. Find your happily ever after with Magic Kingdom's all-new fireworks show. Plus the latest news, rumors, and more packed into every issue. Get your copy and subscribe today at attractionsmagazine.com in print or digital in our app on Nook and Kindle.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, la 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 la.
Lisa, isn't it nowhere near Christmas? And don't you celebrate Hanukkah anyway?
Yes, but I also love Christmas. The lights, decorations, the songs, they're always so pretty.
That wasn't the point. The point is that it's August.
I know, but we happen to have a report from our reporter Andy at Disney World finding out all that they're going to offer for this year's holiday season.
Seems like it's earlier and earlier every year.
Say it like it's a bad thing.
If you're like most normal people, you celebrate Christmas in December. If you're like some of my crazy friends, you also celebrate Christmas in July. But if you're Disney, you are thinking about Christmas year-round. We're here today at Disney Springs to talk to a few of their people about some of the special things coming this year. Let's go see what they got. All right, so Tom, can you tell us what new things can we expect here at Disney Springs?
Disney Springs is going to be almost all new for Christmas, but we're going to really focus on our Christmas tree trail. It is something that's specific just to Disney Springs, and it's the only one of its kind on all of Disney property. And it's 25 trees branded to a different Disney film. And each tree has an immersive step-in backdrop. It has snow, it has music, and this beautiful trail of 25 10-foot trees to 12-foot trees ends with Santa in his home in the North Pole. And one other thing we're doing is, we transformed the bus loop. So one of our kiosks of the bus loop is actually going to have a whole decor package, like a cabin, and you're going to be able to walk up and get hot chocolate on one side and some adult beverages on the other. I think it's going to be amazingly fun.
So where else can you tell us about other holiday things that will be coming to the parks this year?
Well, we have some great things coming. At Epcot, we have a great list of new storytellers in the holidays around the world. And at the Candlelight Processional, we have a new list, some returning favorites, but some really great new artists. And then in Mexico, we have a new Christmas festival offering that is very authentic to Mexico. It's an authentic band, dancers, and singers, and cultural costumes of the Christmas at that time in Mexico.
I've always been a fan of the Very Merry Christmas Party over at Magic Kingdom. Any updates to that?
We're going to have everything you've always had before, and then we're offering a trolley show with a holiday overlay, and we're also going to be doing Move It, Shake It with a holiday overlay. But all the other parties, Mickey's Royal Friendship Fair has a holiday finale, the Frozen Holiday Wish will be coming back, and everything that is regularly there will be there. And you know, don't forget that we have a special holiday castle show that I think is quite magnificent for the holidays.
A lot of work happening at Disney's Hollywood Studios. What can we expect there for Christmas?
This is where the big news is, and the news will break soon. So I can't tell you about two things till it's formally gelled and announced properly by us. But I can tell you that Jingle Bell Jingle Bam, which is a show that I created with my team, is returning with some new additions this year that I think are going to be exceptionally fun. Linked to a brand we have not done at Jingle Bell and Jingle Bam in the past. And then there's two other offerings that I think are going to be something that everyone who lives in Orlando or is coming will want to see.
That's fun. Now, you can just tell me. We'll just turn the camera off. Just let me know. I've lost, I don't remember what we were talking about. I've lost my mind. All right, Steven, some new merchandise coming to the parks and to Disney Springs this Christmas. What can you tell us about them?
Well, I'm sporting the new holiday sweater.
I love it.
Which is great. In the past couple of years, we've done some T-shirt sweaters, for, I guess, a lot of Floridians that live here and used to the warmer weather. But this is actually an actual sweater, and it's super comfortable. So it's a fun design, and I think it'd be great. And that's just one of many new apparel items you're going to find for the fall. And today I brought just a handful of new things you're going to see. Not only at Disney Springs, you can find things in our Shop Disney Parks app, at Disney Parks, both here in Florida and California. I love these stockings, and I grabbed this one in particular because fans of the Haunted Mansion are going to love these fun character stockings. There's Stitch here, there's Chip and Dale. We have a couple other character designs, but again, a fun way to really decorate and then fill the stockings for the holidays too. And you can fill the stockings with some other fun items. These headbands are great. Headbands continue to be some of our most popular items, including the sequin headband, that Minnie Mouse sequin one, which many viewers may have. This year, we're going to introduce a red and green versus the green and red we've reused in the past. And then this, from my understanding, is very on trend. Pom-poms are a thing that are in the marketplace, and so we have a pom-pom themed holiday headband that's going to be here. It complements really this great Dooney and Burke handbag. You might remember Disney Racers. We've had the die-cast cars for several years. This year, we're actually introducing them as ornaments. So they become really fun designs, very similar to the die-cast cars that many viewers have maybe played with, their kids have played with. But these are a great way to decorate the trees with this. And then we're continuing our kind of really themed out collections. We did ear hats, we've done shoes, and this year we actually have holiday, for the holiday ornaments that are bags. This one here happens to be Princess Aurora. So if you're a fan of blue or if you're a fan of pink, you can satisfy whichever one your desire when it comes to that. Other fun designs: Mulan, Mary Poppins, Cinderella, Rapunzel. So there's a whole host of these that will be released for the holiday season this year. Pins, of course, pin collecting is still something that happens at Disney Parks. We saw pin trading. There's lots of fun holiday pins, make for great stocking stuffers. New open edition pins, new limited release mystery series. There'll be a whole new host of limited edition pins to collect for the holidays too. And then finally, I did bring a handful of Hanukkah items. We do have some new Hanukkah product that is being introduced this year. I love the blues and the designs and so forth in this. It's not a big assortment, but we still have some new designs that I wanted to be able to showcase. Now, of course, you can find a lot of these, again, at Disney Springs. Disney Days of Christmas is a great place to find. In fact, I would encourage you going early to Disney Days of Christmas. A lot of these things will arrive in the fall, usually late October into November. But get your ornament personalized early. You can do your holiday shopping, or you can download the free app, Shop Disney Parks, and you can have those items shipped directly to your home, which makes it very easy.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Need help planning your next vacation? Then check out MEI Travel. Our experts can help make vacation magic that is just right for you, your family, and your budget. Whether it's Walt Disney World, Universal Orlando, a cruise, or other destinations, a free quote is waiting for you at MEItravel.com.
Skip the lines with Undercover Tourist's crowd calendars, touring plans, and mobile apps. Stop paying full price for your family vacation and visit Undercover Tourist today.
Well, the time has finally come for a couple of Disney World attractions.
Yes, it's hard to see them go, but both the Great Movie Ride at Disney's Hollywood Studios and Ellen's Energy Adventure at Epcot are having their final day of operation this Sunday.
But don't worry, the Guardians of the Galaxy and Mickey Mouse himself seem like they'll take good care of the former spaces.
I'm sure those rides will be amazing, but let's take one last look at these attractions before they go away forever.
And those of you who are just walking in right now, you're late. Where have you been? I love your hair. No, not you. I mean, it's all right, but that's cute, yeah. Anyway, so you're not completely lost. Here's a recap of what has been going on. I'm Ellen. Hi. I love Jeopardy. I used to not care about energy at all until I had a nightmare that I was on Jeopardy and all the categories were about energy. Oh, don't I know it's scary. So my neighbor, Bill Nye, stepped in to help me out. Bill Nye, the science guy. You know him? Anyway, so he comes in to help me out. That's what's going on. Got it? Good. If you don't, then that's your problem because you're late. And you think about that next time. Where's the energy?
Oh, it's all around you. See, these plants and animals are soaking up energy from the sun. When they die and get buried, time, pressure, and heat will cook them into the fossil fuels we rely on today, like coal, natural gas, and oil.
Wait a minute, you're telling me that we're filling our gas tanks with, well, with dinosaur soup?
Well, not exactly, but dinosaurs did live when fossil fuels were developing in the earth. Dinosaurs are just cool. Let's check them out.
Resource.
What is rain?
Correct.
So we just build more dams and our energy problems are solved?
Not quite. We've already used many of the best sites.
So I guess there's never going to be just one answer.
But if we keep using our brain power, we'll have lots of choices for the future. Maybe even unlock the power of the stars. Fusion power.
I'm beginning to see the light.
Actually, I think it's double jeopardy, Ellen.
If you would like to have your own energy nightmare, place a self-addressed stamp envelope under your note, or check us out on the web at www.energynightmare.game.
Let's go down to Ellen now and see what she came up with as a response to our final Jeopardy clue. Ellen?
What is brain power, Alice?
You are correct. And your wager? You too risked everything, but you doubled your score to 35,600, and that makes you, Ellen, our new Jeopardy champion. Congratulations. Be sure to tune in tomorrow as Jeopardy! Dream Sequence Week continues.
So that's how I became an energy expert. Again, expert may not be the exact right word, more expert-ish. Anyway, I've got to go. Look out for the dinosaur! Kidding. I'm a kidder. Bye-bye now.
CB. And we are rolling. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Great Movie Ride. Once again, my name is Harley, and on behalf of Disney's Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, please welcome our host for this one-of-a-kind tour, Robert Osborne.
Thank you. We're ready for Hollywood indeed. What better way to start our journey? From the Old West to the rooftops of London and along the yellow brick road, there really is no place like the movies.
Here's Gene Kelly singing in the rain. Literally.
Here's one of the quintessential Disney musicals, Mary Poppins, starring Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke. This classic earned 13 Academy Award nominations. Here's the birthplace of the gangster films, the seedy underbelly of Chicago, from The Public Enemy, starring James Cagney. Released in 1931, before strict censorship rules were enforced, Public Enemy is a gritty, realistic, and violent look at the world of gangsters of the Depression era. Western films depict the legendary American wild frontier, where cowboys and their loyal steeds maintain order in towns against the untamable wilderness. John Wayne and Clint Eastwood are two of the iconic stars who epitomize this ideal of the stoic gunslinger.
Hold it right there, hombre.
Good job, Snake.
Come on, you wish you got back.
Reach for the sky!
Please here!
You're under arrest!
Nothing doing, old man! Nobody's sticking my neck in a noose! Chinese fences!
Riding with me now, so hold on to your horses. What tarnation is this?
Science fiction has been a staple of classic movies, from Georges Méliès' The Trip to the Moon to George Lucas's Star Wars. In 1979, director Ridley Scott and Sigourney Weaver made audiences believe that in space, no one can hear you scream. This is Aliens.
Scream? Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Look out! What the hell was that?
Steven Spielberg and George Lucas cemented their status as the blockbuster boys with their first partnership. Here from that legendary collaboration is Harrison Ford, as archaeologist Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Space? Why did it have to be space?
Halt, unbeliever. Disturb the treasure of the gods, and you shall all pay with your lives.
This is the jungle home of one of the most famous movie characters of all, Tarzan. The movie's most popular Tarzan is undoubtedly Johnny Weissmuller, who sponsored 12 films as the King of the Jungle.
Over here we have Reno Sullivan as Jane and Tarzan sidekick Cheetah. He was portrayed by over a dozen chimpanzee actors throughout the years.
Here's Humphrey Bogart in his most famous film role. In 1942, Bogey finally got to spread his wings and romance the beautiful Ingrid Bergman in Casablanca.
Who killed my sister? Who killed the Witch of the East? Was it you?
No, it was an accident. I didn't kill anybody.
Well, my little pretty, I can cause accidents too.
Come on, brother. You have no power here. Be gone before somebody else has some.
Very well. I'll bide my time. But just try to stay out of my way. Just try. I'll get you, my pretty. And your little dog, too.
Make him an offer, Captain Pete.
I want to get it on. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Good morning, Vietnam!
He's looking at you, kid.
Hey, you're gonna have a wonderful day here at Disney Hollywood Studios. On behalf of all of us, we'll see you at the movies.
With it being water park and pool season, it's always good to remember that anytime you're walking around barefoot in the heat, chances are good you're going to burn your feet. While some water slides may not allow them, it could be a fantastic idea to invest in some water shoes, especially for the little ones, so it's harder to slip and impossible to burn themselves. While they usually aren't the most fashionable, water shoes could save you the trouble of rubbing aloe on your feet later, or in the worst case, a trip to the hospital.
Have you downloaded our free Attractions Magazine app? It features news articles, as well as every issue of our magazine available right in the app. Plus, catch up on all episodes of the show, and even view all of our online videos in one place. Download the app for free in the App Store today.
Get ready for one of the biggest parties MuggleNet has ever thrown, because we reserved the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Diagon Alley at Universal Studios Florida just for you. All night long, you'll have unlimited access to the shops and establishments of Diagon Alley, including the Leaky Cauldron, Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, and Ollivander's Wand Shop. Enjoy rides, eat food, and take a journey on the Hogwarts Express. Then get ready for an adventure on the multi-dimensional thrill ride, Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. It's an unforgettable night of magic and excitement, and it's all yours. Where will you be on September 1st?
This week's birthday shout-outs go out to Morgan Jungling, Rachel Yates, Dwayne Bevel, Alexandra Burke, Andy DeGenova, and Ken Langdon.
Happy birthday! Also, congratulations shout out to Anthony Markham from North Carolina for winning our tickets to the Crayola Experience.
Congrats! And now, as always, we want to thank MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent for cruises, Disney, Universal, and Adventures by Disney. For a free quote with no obligation, visit meitravel.com.
And thanks to Undercover Tourist, our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Orlando and California attractions. For more information, visit undercovertourist.com.
And thanks to Fun Spot America, Central Florida's only family-owned theme park. They provide safe, clean fun in Orlando and Kissimmee. Visit fun-spot.com for tickets.
Please visit attractionsmagazine.com for news and videos throughout the week, and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram.
Also, be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and click the bell below our videos to be notified when we post new ones. All right, so we're coming up here. September will be 5 years since we've done this format of the show, and so we're starting to kind of toy around with the ideas of doing some updates for the show.
Absolutely. And if we'd love to hear your ideas. If you guys have any ideas about any updates we should do, anything you want to see in particular part of the show that you might like or might not like, please let us know.
Please do. Just comment below, or reach out to us on our socials. Just we want to hear from you, because we want to make sure we deliver you the best version of the show possible.
Absolutely.
Also, I want to give a shout out here quick to our Attractions Adventures vlog, Quinn. He was out in California for D23, and he did a whole new set of vlogs, and so that'll be debuting tomorrow on our YouTube channel, so be sure to see the return of that show. And thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you'll tune in again next week.
Until then, visit your local attractions, try something new, stay safe, but most of all,
have fun!